Okay, today in this video, we have to talk about ChatGPT's AI image updates. And I don't want to just give you basic tutorials. I want to actually give you practical ways that you can get ahead as a business owner or as a content creator. So let's dive right into it and talk about some ways that we can use this update to our advantage. So I gave ChatGPT a sketch. It's very beautiful. I know it would be very difficult for anyone to recreate. Um, obviously drawn by myself. And so you can see here, it's a very basic person, some arms, and they're holding different things like a pile of money, a TikTok logo, a camera, etc. So I gave this to ChatGPT, I gave it an image of myself, and then I gave it this prompt right here. And if you're interested in this prompt, it will be available for free in the video description, so be sure to grab that. And so this is the actual output that we got back. Now, if we wanted to change something about this, like if we wanted to say, make it to where the Shopify logo is actually being held correctly, because right here it looks like the hands are kind of messed up, we could prompt it and we could actually get ChatGPT to change just this part of the image. So right here, for example, I wanted to change this design because it wasn't actually displaying properly. There's not a hand holding the YouTube logo in the bottom right corner, which looks kind of strange. So I just asked it to regenerate and make sure that there's a hand holding it. And you can see that it actually came back with a new generation. Now it will do things like sometimes change background colors or sometimes make small updates, but it generally keeps the main image the same. Okay, so here's another way to use this update that's really crazy. So I work with a client on their Facebook ads, and essentially we needed more mockups. We needed more images for the website. We needed more images for Facebook ads. And so I uploaded a photo of one of the jackets just on a simple white background. And I said, generate a photo of a 40-year-old man wearing this jacket, photorealistic with a hospital background. Did generate the correct person, a 40-year-old man wearing this jacket. It is photorealistic and it does have a hospital background. And what's even crazier, guys, is that we can actually say something like, okay, make him pointing to the logo on the jacket, and it's the same character now pointing to the logo. We could actually tell a story and stitch together these pictures and tell a story by having him walk through the hospital, maybe talking to a patient, maybe he's like taking off the jacket. We would maybe want to have a female model for this, maybe we wouldn't want to use a male, but you get the general concept of how you can actually put your print-on-demand products onto AI avatars. Here's another way to make mockups. So I created this mockup by basically giving chat this photo of our product, a t-shirt in this case, and then another photo of the setting and the person, and then I gave it a basic prompt just to generate a photo of this person wearing this t-shirt, and this is what we got back. So you can use this mockup on your Shopify website, your Etsy listings, Amazon. You could even use this for Facebook ads or social media posts, and even like Pinterest posts like that. So there are a lot of different ways that we could use this, and there are many different ways to actually create mockups. But look at how well it actually transferred the design. The text looks amazing, the background looks great, and it did this in about 60 seconds for us. And of course, it's not just about t-shirts and jackets and everything. You know that I sell a lot of higher profit print-on-demand products as well. So this works with other things like shower curtains and blankets. And you know, if you want them to be holding a bottle of something, you can definitely have them holding something. If you have a tumbler mug that you're trying to sell, you can have them holding the tumbler or drinking from the tumbler. But this is another example of a supplement that's working really well on TikTok for TikTok affiliates. And so basically I asked ChatGPT to basically put a background behind this product, and all I did was upload a simple photo with a white background of the product, and I said generate a background with peaches and mangoes, and it came back with this beautiful background. So that's a simple example of how we could elevate our content just by asking ChatGPT to put a background behind the product. But what if we actually wanted someone holding the product? So in this case, I again uploaded a photo of the product, and I said generate a mid-50s aged woman with long luscious red hair, photorealistic, and the setting is a peach orchard at sunset. If you want me to make a video on how to animate these images or how to create video avatars, let me know. And here's a little sample of what that looks like.
Oh my god, it grew so quickly. Mary Ruth's hair growth max is what I've been taking.
And you can see here it generated exactly what we asked it to, and she's holding the product. Now do be aware that the text itself, if there is a lot of text on the product and if it's blurry, it may not get generated correctly. So sometimes it's better to work with products that don't have as much text. You can see here we could even do a story where we maybe have her drinking the supplement. Maybe there's a part of her journey where she was losing part of her hair. And these are all things that we can generate inside of ChatGPT. For this example here, I basically just extended an existing image and gave it a different background. So this was a product review video and I needed a good thumbnail for it. So I just took one of the images from the product page, asked ChatGPT to extend this image, give it a background as a woodworking shop, and make it photorealistic. And it did a pretty good job on the first generation. And I did go ahead and just ask it to generate again, but show more wood scraps and no plastic toolboxes, because it generated some sort of weird plastic toolboxes behind it. And so it did successfully understand what I was talking about, and it looks like a pretty good second generation. So really, honestly, even things like Canva are starting to become less and less important when we can just give an image to chat and then ask it to basically create the design for us. And some of you might be selling message card related products like this, and you can actually upload a product and have ChatGPT extract the text and make a new design. So all I did was say regenerate this design, but without the necklace, and it actually was able to completely regenerate this without the necklace, and it got the text correct. And we can continue modifying this design by saying things like change this design to say to my daughter instead of to my mother, and keep the rest the same, and it will actually make those modifications. So if you're selling jewelry or if you're selling message related products, ChatGPT can now basically replace Canva because you can completely generate your designs here inside of ChatGPT. So what about infographics and other resources that we might need to actually sell our products? Well, we can actually generate those as well. You can see here with just a text prompt, I told it to generate a scientific infographic of what probiotics look like. It was a really vague prompt, and because of that, I got back a really vague output. So I should have been more specific. And so I said, regenerate this and display the scientific benefits of probiotics. So it regenerated it in the same style, but actually put some scientific benefits. Eventually, I decided it would be better just to use a competitor's infographic as an example that I like, but have chat change some things about it that I don't like or that I would like to change. I uploaded the picture of the infographic from a competitor, and then I said replace their logo and their naming with our secret formula. So it did that, it replaced all the naming, and it kept everything else the same. It looks great. And if we wanted to change any of these prices, if we wanted to change any of the names, we could simply ask ChatGPT to change those things. The colors, the fonts, how it's presented, which options are presented, all of it can be changed just by simply prompting. And it even says right down here, describe what you want to add, remove, or replace. So if we want to directly make money from our AI art, there's a couple steps to follow. First, we're going to need something that's actually in demand that people want to buy. So this, for example, is a t-shirt on Etsy that had a bestseller tag, and there were tons of people leaving reviews and tons of people purchasing. So I took a screenshot, uploaded it to ChatGPT, and said generate another design similar to this one but colorized. And it did a fantastic job creating a design that I could sell today. Use this prompt here to add a retro sunset background to any design to instantly make it better and to make it your own. Now the next step that I need to take is to actually upload this design to a product like a swimsuit, puzzle, apron, playing cards, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies. You get the idea, pretty much any product. and sell that product somewhere where there's attention. Right now, there's attention on TikTok, Facebook, Etsy, and these are all places where you can sell these products with your AI art. And even if you don't want to sell them on physical products, you could just sell the design as a digital download. For example, look at all of the popular now and bestseller designs here, and these are just digital downloads where the sellers are actually uploading their AI art and letting customers buy them just as a digital download. So instead of selling a t-shirt for $20 and maybe profiting $5, now you're selling the design directly as a download, and you might sell it for $2 or $3. So the advantage is you can just upload designs and you don't have to worry about actually putting them on any physical products. There's a way to automate this and actually make this a really passive business. Let me know if you want me to show you that in another video. You don't have to include a photo reference when you're creating your design. It just helps to create a better design. You could also use a text generation to create it as well. This is an awesome way to actually start putting out listings for yourself on the internet to where you are passively earning income and you don't have to package and ship these products because Printify is actually creating them and shipping them out for you. So you get to focus on creating more AI art that sells and then basically listing more products online so you can grow your business and grow your income. And not only can we create new images, but this is pretty crazy. We can actually remove elements or isolate elements. So with this one, I uploaded a thumbnail of Mr. Beast. He's inside of a red circle, and I asked ChatGPT to remove the text and remove the man, and it left me with just the red circle, the grass, and the background behind. So that was really impressive. Then I uploaded a different thumbnail and I said extract the car from the image as a PNG and make it a transparent background, and it actually pulled out the entire car, and the full car wasn't even in the thumbnail to begin with. So it actually was able to conceptually figure out the back end of this car without actually being able to see it. So things are moving very quickly, and no, this is not ChatGPT, but you can see how we can actually generate AI models to wear our products and hold our products, and we can get video mock-ups created using AI. So if this is something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments below and I can create an entire video on this concept. But it will actually have an AI avatar that we custom create, and they can actually hold our product, wear our product, and say our script as well. So this is very valuable for ads and for just in general social media marketing. There is a link to book a strategy call with me. Whether you're just starting your business or whether you're growing, I would love to meet with you on Zoom and actually go over everything that we can do to help you. And also, if you haven't joined the free Facebook group, there's a link for that free Facebook group in the video description. Go ahead and join, where you're going to be able to connect with myself and other people interested in AI and interested in making money online. And so definitely join that if you haven't already. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you create something awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.